Right, it's a wonderful and a very bright morning out here in the farm. If you are joining us for the very first time, please do to like, share, and hit the subscribe button. And if you have been following us for a while now, thank you and keep up the good work. All right. So today we're actually going to talk about thermometer. All right, in the farm. You know, we're in the season where we are out of the heat period. Now we are now in the Hamatan, which is the winter. All right, we're out of the summer already. So you know, it's very important to regulate and know the temperature of your birds, so you don't start blaming your ability, right, to make these birds deliver. So what I mean is that, you know, the temperature of your birds or your pen determines what happens to the birds. All right. So looking right here is our our manual thermometer, which is very accurate, right? So I ordered this particular one. If you look closely to this place, you can see some white stuff here. It is like aluminium. And then look at it. Then the blue substance inside is chlorine. Then if you look closely, you will see the temperature. And you see it's currently around 25 degrees Celsius. And you know, 25 degrees Celsius is very okay for your bird. The minimum you can have that your birds will produce well is, we are looking at, okay, we are starting from a minimum, we are looking at 28 degrees, or 20 degrees is going to be very cold. So let's set it at 25 degrees, which is this particular one you are seeing here, because it's morning. All right, in the noon I'm actually going to come and show you something again that you need to know. Still on this thermometer, I want you to look closely. You can see that it's in between 20 and 30, right? So that's 25 in between. So we are looking from 25 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius. That's the maximum limit you can go. Okay, above 30 degrees, just know that your birds are in trouble. They will not lay well. You know, that is why the northern part of Nigeria do very well, our country, you know, because the weather is very cold. When you talk about Jos, you talk about just the northern part, not of the northern part, layers tends to do well because of the temperature over there, right? But here we know how to regulate. If you're able to regulate, then good for you. Okay, that is why it's also advisable to make sure your pen is 4-way airflow. Like the 4 angles of the pen, there is ventilation. All right, so remember, this bed have good airflow. All right, so with all this, your bed is going to do very well. And we have a knapsack too that you can use to spray water to your beds. All right, so you know, I'm going to show you this knapsack. I've shown most of you before. This knapsack sprayer, yeah, so you can use it when you notice that the weather is very hot, above 30 degrees to 32 degrees Celsius. You can spray your beds. All right, you can spray your bed. Then secondly, looking above here is my water tank, which you can put ice block. This is just for filter. You can put ice block in here. Okay, so it's actually going to cool the temperature of the beds. All right, so today we're administering just plain water. All right, we don't want to stress the boys further, so we are administering plain water. And again, if you know that you can't keep with this, let me say for instance, you don't have the funds to buy this, but definitely you should have the funds, because you know, so many farmers have, like, we have undermined the power of this thermometer, because we come into the industry and see other farmers not using it. All right, yes, we are just ignorant about this thermometer, honestly, because you need to check the temperature of your pen. So when you are going up to something, Mr. A is not doing this, Mr. B is not doing, you too, you will not do it because it's working out for them. But I'm telling you, if you get this thermometer, you are able to know the temperature of your pen. I'm telling you, you are going to do very well, honestly. So I'm just saying, for in case you are not able to buy, you get a solar. I see our solar right there. You can see solar up there. It's blinking the red and it's charging. So what you have to do is, instead of to feed in the noon around 12 or around 2 when the sun is very hot, you skip that feeding and feed them around 4. All right, so they will feed from 4 to 7, 8, 9, 10, and you know the maximum hours of lighting is 14 to 16 hours. You can give your birds to make sure that their reproductive system is active during these 16 hours to make them lay very well. I came out here very early in the morning and my birds are already dropping. All right, you can see some amount of eggs there. They are dropping because they have consumed a lot of water during this late hour of the night. The system is still working, forming the eggs while others are sleeping. All right, let me say your pen is dark. Not that they won't lay, but your birds might be sleeping then when mine are eating and drinking and trying to formulate eggs. So birds also formulate eggs 24 to 26 hours, every 24 to 26 hours. So that is what we have to do. Just make sure you put this in place and you are going to just be happy because you will get what you invested. All right, and even more. So you switch it on, you let them feed for a long time. So when they feed for a long time, they will not deny you what they're supposed to give to you. So guys, and if you look closely, our egg size has come up so well because we were complaining about the heat, and this is just one of the smallest eggs I can see. But when I'm going to do the video, all right, I'm going to still come back here to show you the thermometer, all right, to make sure you know what the temperature looks like during the hot noon, right? And despite that our zinc is very high, all right, so if you want to start, you can start with, or like if you want to roof your building, you know, black color naturally attracts heat. All right, well, we'll talk on that on the part 2. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Much love.